Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen. Episode number 230. Tonight we're talking with Savvy DeFi, Road to NFT NYC, and MobileCoin, amongst a whole bunch of other DeFi projects upcoming. We're going to talk Clopper, we're going to talk Zen, DBZen, and what else is going on in the world. As always, as we have started out with TacoBytes, we are coming to you live, both on the Jumbotron via video and live via Twitter and YouTube, Twitch and Discord and LinkedIn, I think. So I want to thank everyone that's joining us tonight. I apologize if I'm not able to see your comments, but just know that I will get to them after the show. If I miss them, hit them up in the DMs or hit them up in the comments, like, retweet, subscribe, and all of those things. Tonight we have with us Savvy DeFi. Savvy, how are you doing tonight?
Space together.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. There's been a lot going on with Savvy. The TLDR for Savvy, in my opinion, is a protocol where if you have a chunk of change or a little bit of wish money, but you want to go fuck around and find out, you can lock that money into Savvy. It will earn interest. So let's say $100. You can borrow up to 50%. So $50 of that you can borrow, but that $100 is in an interest-bearing yield strategy, which pays off your loan. That's the quick TLDR on that. The other really cool points on that is, one, because it gets pegged to a synthetic token, it cannot be liquidated. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty awesome. So you can earn some, as I like to say, some FAMO money. Fuck around and find out. And then still have your collateral that you put down once that loan is paid off, or you pay it off early.
Great job. Against their future yield. So they tokenize their yield now, get an upfront advance, and it behaves like a self-repaying loan that cannot be liquidated.
Yeah, no, and what's pretty cool, one of the features that I really like that you guys have added in there is the ability to switch yield strategies, midstream anytime. So if a yield dries up or you get a new yield, there a better strategy pops up, you can go right to it without affecting anything.
Yeah. To make sure that users weren't stuck in a deposit or position if there's no yield. So to find a way to do that, we created a abbreviation tool that people will be able to use. So if they choose like USDC and Aave and whatever reason the yield's too low, they can go to another DEX or AMM or whatever. If that yield is higher, AMPX that exists there too. So this is the way, and we wanted to make sure that it was something that was easy to use and valuable. And I think the yield partners generally pays yield. So if they're getting
Definitely. And what's really cool is your home. But there's been I don't know. Do you want to talk about some of what's gone on in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, totally. So we agreed on the Avalanche testnet. He's been there for some. We are also it's not medium. Pretty short order. So.
Yeah, no, Roman, you are a little choppy. I don't know if that is my connection or yours. Um, Testnet, I will say, it has been really fun to play around with. One of the things that I really like with your testnet play is your feedback function.
Yeah, I like that too. It's actually one of the things that Alex has been championing.
I want to use that with so many other projects. It's not even funny. But yeah, no, I think I put in maybe 10 to 15 tickets in one night of little things I found and videos of issues. So, and not even issues, but just hey, I'm getting an RPC error here. What am I doing wrong or what's wrong there? So it was sort of really fun to find.
Nice. That was useful.
Yeah. Still playing around on it. Are you guys doing, with everyone talking about airdrops and everything like that, and all the layer ones that are coming out that have done some airdrops, is other than knowing how the protocol works, what is there benefits for anyone, playing around on testnet right now?
We have created any kind of benefits for anyone with testnet. We're considering creating an incentivized version to kind of go through all the things we want tested. So we have talked about that, but right now we haven't done anything yet.
Okay. One thing, I don't know. It's a two-edged sword because I think it's a two-edged sword in the aspect of, does it create stickiness or does it just create, one-time use type of thing or enough use to set a limit? So it's always a two-edged sword. If people really like it and see how easy it is, then that can make them come back. One thing I've seen with a couple projects is hey, if you test it out and go, and then when we launch and you use us, you have an extra bonus waiting for you. So it creates more participation and follow through. And a lot of different both sexes and exchanges do that as well. And it seems to work. It seems to work for them as well. Especially try this new feature out. Here's a coupon. So that's one of the fun things with that. Yeah. So outside of Savvy, I want to go deeper into Savvy for a second. We've talked Savvy up and down to where this was sort of funny. Someone thought I actually worked for Savvy. Nudge, nudge. But they thought I was Savvy, and they wanted to interview me. And I was like, wait, let me just introduce you to the recovering banker that's the founder.
Nice. That's awesome. Because I just had the same thing in those times where you're able to express the state quite clearly.
Yeah, no, you guys have done some great spaces with some amazing projects and huge anchors in the DeFi world. My favorite one that you guys have done is with Beefy. That was pretty amazing. Or that's amazing, and because you're using Beefy in the background, right?
Yeah, we integrated behavior. So in the beginning, users will be able to see a bunch of logins. If they have the USDC and the USDC can be deposited into a bunch of different projects, but Beefy is definitely one of them for anyone. So if you have a Beefy USDC, USDT, LP, take out and play Beefy instead of for you. So,
All right. Yeah, no, Beefy Beefy. I use Beefy a lot. Yeah, huge fan of Beefy. I actually get to find out about new dexes via Beefy because they're always working to integrate more solid players into the game. So it's something really fun.
Yeah, so I think you got the first because of their security.
Yes. Yeah, no, ton of security because they run so many contracts, time locks, they go the whole 9 yards. I know I was a little sad that one of the pools that I was in, I got into one of those super Degen pools, depreciated, and so I had, but they gave a really cool, really clear way to get out of it, and exit that position and not, not hurt my initials, which was really good. But I was earning like 1% a day, so until it depreciated. So
Yeah,
I was liking that.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So how big is the Savvy team?
Let's see, it's 4 full-time contributors, and then 8 part-time contributors. There's a news person, but really,
Okay. All right, nice. And all deep into Web3 and DeFi projects. Outside of Beefy and Savvy, what's one of your next favorite DeFi projects? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah. All right. Nice. What other are you getting your feet dirty in other Degen LP pools? What have you found recently? All right, nice. And that's Yield Rodeo? Okay, nice. All right. I'm loving all of these TLDs that are coming out that are just amazingly hilarious. So, what up, smoking? All right. Hey, no, it's always great to see amazing community members that show up time and again. And that's sort of how teams grow too. Officially and unofficially is from the community, you know. So it's sort of cool to see. How's that? There's that classic sign that you see at like restaurants and stores. Why not work at where you love to shop or something like that, or love to eat? And so it's for those that are looking for that path, it's a really good way of doing that. Participation pays off. Smokin', welcome up to the stage tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you guys for letting me come up and talk. I'm just gonna listen though, because I'm making a birthday cake for my daughter right now. So about to start icing the cake. I just pulled it out the oven, so I just want to update. Anytime I see a savvy space, I update to see what's going on. So you take that chill and see what y'all were talking about.
So I am lucky enough to know Roman, and so I run TacoBytes daily. It is either me talking to 500 people, 10 people, 20 people, or myself. But tonight, I invited Savvy up because I've had them over a few times, and just wanted to sort of talk on what was going on in the world, and what's going on in DeFi, and what's going on with NATO. Who knows what we'll talk about tonight? Well, hey, thank you. Yeah, no, currently on the road driving from Miami to New York to get ready for NFT NYC. So it is coming to you live via video and via Twitter Space. So this is what we do. We have fun and we degen every single day. Yeah, so thank you for coming up. And also, happy early birthday to your daughter. That is amazing, Dad work. Hats off, sir. Mad love.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Hers is today. My son's is in 5, and then mine's in 12.
Well, that sounds like a lot of cake.
For sure, yeah. I mean, they're kind of young now, but as they get older, we're just going to start doing one thing. Like, you get a cake, get your icing holder, and then we're all just going to go somewhere together, because doing 3 back to back like that, it's
Hey. In honor, are you in Solana? Smokey? Yeah. No, you're not. You're in Solana. In honor of your birthday, I'm going to send you an amazingly rug pulled project NFT that I love handing out to people because I have so many of them. I love it. It may turn into something one day, but probably won't. But in honor of your birthday, I would love to send you one. So if you could drop your Solana wallet in the comments when you get a chance after you're done icing the cake, or send it to me in a DM, I would love to give you a present for, who knows? It could be something. It could be nothing.
I appreciate it. I always sell my NFTs for less than I bought them for, so I stopped selling them. So yeah, I'll collect it for sure in about 5 times.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Also, I didn't hear you, Roman.
I thought that was pretty funny, actually, because smoking drugs typically
Roman, you are always, hey, at least you are joining us at a decent hour tonight, and it's not, the devil's hour of like 4 a.m.
Here's the thing, I'm feeling I wouldn't sleep as much right, but basically celebrating.
Yeah, the naps are king. I love taking power naps. I will drink a huge Red Bull, and then I will go take a nap, and then I will be good to go.
Sleep at taking notes about like 5 hours of interrupted like not the day I'll take me a 20-minute break and just kill me. Because I'm constantly like working. We have together to the city, so it's kind of like each other every day, just like spending like 15 hours in.
And then you guys spend more time together on spaces.
People up there, just like, crypto's 24/7.
Yeah. Heck, I think it's what, in roughly 18 hours, I get to see you. I think I might be able to get to see you at the Savvy meetup. Oh, that's right. All right. That Akshay's going to be there? Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. It was a sad day. The day that oh my gosh, they already burned to the ground, and I forgot their name. What was the name of the WeWorks DAO? Empire DAO. Yep. That was a sad day that they had to close their offices for people to be able to use. Yep. Yeah. No. The elevator that thought you were going to die in every time you rode it. It had one of the elevators that made you think you were going to die in it every time you rode it. No, you shouldn't be. Are you testing? 1, 2? Okay. It must be your Canadian phone. Yes, that is a definite AT&T phone. All right. So yeah, no, it has been it's been a crazy day. So what else is there anything else you want to talk about Savvy about, or go into Degen things? Amazing. I didn't know if I could. There's some alpha I heard drop there. So. All right, nice. I gotta say, I know you guys had a slight hiccup. The one time that Avalanche goes down is the day of launch, pretty much. Yep. Yep. No, one of the things though that did without even one of the cool things that I do have to 100% tip my hat off to you guys. I don't even know what kind of how that discussion went, and it was probably a hard one, but like right away, you guys refunded everyone.
As soon as we saw to actually bring funds from our clients to like that much we were expecting quite a bit of liquidity to
Yeah.
so that was awesome. A lot of people that were project might see it later after what feels or something posted from Degen, something happening up there. They just, I guess, like, once we saw that,
Yeah.
The latest ground just went back up. And just it's completely weird arcane because it was like a crazy amount of activity. These kind of events, do things to make it quite often. But you just couldn't see kind of like any traction from the opportunity that we needed for support. So on top of the bridges being down on top of the game, built to ice, due to like a rain issue. The game itself to the other say it's just a sweet start. So we just pause that up about 3 days. Before that, right away before we get a secret.
Yep.
Because we wanted to make sure that when people hear us say that they are sponsored, we send back to him. We can immediately go check it and make sure that we didn't rise it up. Or we made something else. We sent the money away.
Yeah.
Everything's correctly seeing the community, but it's super exciting to support us. It's a big something.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that we're like, okay, cool. I'd already set that aside. So either I can set it aside for when it goes live again, because one, you didn't have to give it back. You could have just been like, hey, we're holding on to this until we do launch. But you're like, you give choice. And that's one of the things I love about DeFi is choice. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. So I got a question for you that this might put you on the spot, and unless you already have it down, I don't want you to give just make up an answer. Do you have an idea of timeline for, testnet's up, but do you have an idea of timeline for launch?
We're talking to Camelot right now. There's a job contract finishing, which obviously it's a really big thing. So it's a might have an answer by Friday because of the outcomes downloads.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, DOE supposedly the need extensive gene assay. So the contract's going to be the same for everyone. Just it's a pretty big thing. I'm sure it's very exciting to think. We can still to get it's never like an equation
Nice. Yeah.
It's a base registry. So like we actually if we take it, we just need to take strategy or so we have it's already built out for
Non-liquidating loans makes me happy. Like a Degen, I made money on RB, on shortings and on longs. So, but I see a long play on it. Not when I'm doing futures. I use MEXC, just because it's quicker for me to make decisions and stuff like that. And I can 200x leverage. You should see my liquidation marks. 0.001 down and it's liquidated. Let's add double the margin in. Yeah. No, I've thought of some really awesome use cases for Savvy, some really fun things, Yeah. Oh, so I think it was like last week and a half ago, maybe two. It was it was right out. It was with RB. I made a 640% gain that I took profit on, 200xing on ARB. So I was happy with that. That was one of those wins where you're like, oh my god, yay! I can go play around more. Yeah, it's a smart move.
It's interesting because because like think about it, like you have bad news and people like some just like I'm gonna go buy some shit.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the way.
That's the win. I know I have some fun trading strategies in doing some spot grid trading. All the way up from $1.10, I think, all the way up to $7. So, yeah. No, I'm using the trading bots on KuCoin through KuCoin. No. Okay. They've been yeah. Well, it's one of those things where I do a ton of stuff on chain as well. GMX is fun. I Stella swap like crazy, Camelot, Swapfish, I will be honest. I have to use DBank to be able to track. And a shoot ton of stuff from Beefy, and some, I like Beefy for stables because then I'm not really collecting tokens. I'm just collecting, fun. But
By the way, do you know about yield.radio?
no, I don't. That's why I'm gonna be checking them out.
Alright, so this go to your browser, type in yield.radio. It's basically a visual aggregate of any beefy pool or any game. And all you have to do is type in the essay you want, and it just immediately pulls up all of it. It's a fucking awesome tool if you use beefy a lot, like I do.
Okay.
My compound of choice. See, sometimes I have to jump from K to K, because they can play game or something.
Yeah.
So that right here was made just for that. So anyone that's a beefy user, I recommend it.
All right. One of the protocols that I'm happy that Beefy just added was Giddy. It's a Polygon token from a wallet, Giddy wallet. I've been on the wait list for the Giddy wallet since like January of last year, and it took them a year to get me on because they didn't launch until like beginning of December, and then it was waitlist. And so, but they gave me like $25 because I met them in at Quantum Miami, and then I got to have a little fun there, trying out they first had a couple pools, now they have a couple more growing out, and so I'm seeing them pushed out a little bit, which is nice. But one of the things I like about the Giddy wallet is they're integrating the oh my gosh, distributed key function. So 3 different key pieces, so that people don't have to worry about their secret recovery phrase. They can, phone number, email, and third party. So I like that stuff. Making it easier for people to onboard in Web3 makes it nice.
Yeah, basically, to be easy enough for people to want.
I want crypto to be easy enough for your grandma.
It's like that's a big answer.
Does she have an iPhone? Do you play Words with Friends with your grandma? Well, I play Words with Friends with my grandma. So it is what it is. But no, I have a really cool friend, Sam, aka Samantha, and she runs Onboarding 60. So basically, onboarding people in the higher age range into blockchain and setting up a wallet and how to interact, how to buy an NFT, how to make an NFT even. So I don't know, it's sort of fun. But it really comes to the user experience, I think.
That's what's up. I think that's what she's like working with seniors.
Yep. Yep. So it's pretty cool. I like it because, eventually we're going to be moving a little bit more away from the dollars and cents of blockchain and more into the infrastructure and the data and ownership of data. And so the more people that are aware of it and know it, they won't be so hidden by it. So hold on 1 second. I'll be
Thank you.
All right. I was doing the dutiful things of helping find stuff in the traveling caravan car. All right. Uh, hey, have you heard the good word of about blockchain?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior's story?
I've heard about his son Vitalik.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you accepted him? Have you accepted the Solana into your heart?
Have you accepted him into your wallet?
Yeah.
We don't tell back in the day clubhouse days, they had this thing called Sunday service, where it was like certain the merchants are Bitcoin. It was great. It was like very fun. We just spent like an hour on Sunday.
I think I remember that. I also remember like the 10 commandments of Bitcoin or something like that. That was always touted. And like, thou shalt not eat more than 1,000 calories in a day, or like different things like while trading. Thou shalt not fully cook thy ramen. There was some, yeah, there was different versions that were just hilarious. Like, no, you sit in front of your computer and you trade. Speaking of trading, you use OpenSea a lot? Okay. Have have you have you seen their new Pro OpenSea? So I learned about it just the other day because I go and look and see what's minting and what's hot, and they are pushing their OpenSea gem, and I was like, oh, OpenSea is coming out with an NFT. Let's see what it's about. It's a gem thing. Okay, cool. But then I was like, wait, why can't I mint this? I'm not part of the community. It says not part of the community. I'm like, I'm part. That's like OpenSea is what I use. I use Blur a little bit. I use Magically. I use a couple other things. And it was like nope. And so then I like read deeper into it, and it's like, oh, new OpenSea, and so there was a pretty cool. It's almost reminds you of a little bit of a cleaner Blur.
Yeah. I mean, I love OpenSea or Blur, to be honest. Blur's better for traders, but I'm not the biggest fan of either. I'm using Trader Joe quite a bit.
Yep.
Actually,
Okay.
that's kind of like right now. I go to seeing JPEG trading spare time.
All right.
I just finished my taxes. Amount of transactions, taxable effects, with an E2 refund tax cost.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
We just need to get taxes on our plate. Tax laws are not built for cryptocurrency trading, and the rules that like are subject to people using crypto just not really conducive in terms of taxes. So be careful, but you should always pay them, by the way. But you need to personally intimidate.
Oh man. Um. So the question is, were you at a loss? Okay. All right. Good.
Getting that happens quite often. No, I was up.
All right.
It's easier in the bear market, to be honest, because they can just short things like half the time.
Yeah.
Not worry about it. But it only years the winning. It's like you have to try to find that rocket, right? Like when most people is, it's kind of like, oh, am I going to 3x or am I going to 30? Yeah. Whereas, like, during bear, it's losing money and stuff, you're consistently steady up. You're running at the right times. You just end up having a great steady stream. So, I would say I've always done better in the bear than in the bull. So, like, 2017, like, 2018, when everything crashed, I fucking killed it. 2021, but okay. Yeah. 2022, a little better. It is. I guess, like, because most of my stuff is long-term positions.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, during the bull, I always somehow convince myself not to take profit and just use it to do something else. During the bear, but there's not as much to do. You kind of force yourself to take profit, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So for like a little market to be up like 10x or something, the chances of me actually taking 10x are dramatically smaller.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'll take a win. These days, were there some things that I did not like? I pull profit and then I just have magic internet money. Yes. And I'm willing to ride that one out. But yeah. So are you gonna create the inverse Roman?
That means that I would have to know what I'm doing already.
Choose to do what you want to do, and then do the opposite of that. Or let me know what you're doing, and I'll just do the opposite.
There's a reason why there's one bullet that I never show to people are connected because people are copy trading the fucking thing. So I'll tell you what I do think.
I used to do copy trading. I think I was following an AI wallet for a minute, or just a funny bot wallet, because then sometimes it would just get some of the weirdest things going for it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But
I actually I use it almost exclusively in Sideswipe.
okay,
You know why?
tell me why.
So Sideswipe is a very interesting. I guess it's a small thing, but it really is kind of very interesting. You connect your wallet, right? So it's decentralized in this sense that you're connected. You might see anything. They take a very small spread of any trade you make, but they do very interesting things. They allow you to send yourself funds or to any address for that matter, obviously, clearly to yourself on any other chain or any other asset. So it's going to be interesting. You can even take that off if you to go for like IBC or even BTC, right? So like Cosmos you can do
Yeah.
like non-DeFi like coins as well. So it's nice. You can have like you just log in, right? You pick the asset that you have, you pick the asset that you want to send, right? So basically these guys will say, okay, give us the address where you want us to send someone, and then here's the address where you want us to send us Bitcoin. So as soon as you send the BTC and it hits that wallet, they think they another wallet that holds Solana to the address you provided. This entire almost behaves as a form of tornado caching, except you're not using tornado cache, you're using a middleware type of product.
Yeah.
Which funny enough, acts like a daisy chain to the exchanges. So when you really doing is you're sending funds to a centralized exchange. And it's then sending funds from another centralized exchange to an address you and the way the KYC, that's pretty fucking crazy. But the reason why I do that is because it actually doesn't stop people from finding the wallet. It still trace it back to the other contract addresses.
Yeah.
But it makes it annoying enough that no one wants to actually sit there and do it unless they're actually like doubts.
I'm gonna sky trace that.
Go for it. Well, then maybe I'll find out.
Is this it? I found your wallet. Why do you have so many booby NFTs? That's the question I think I'm gonna ask.
Just ask that. Just
I love sending on-chain mail to people. I'm like, why did you make that trade? That was a booby move. So some do. Yeah. But it's fun. D-Bank's really cool because you can like incentivize people to read your mail as well. Yeah. Yep. Which one? No, I know of it, but I haven't used it. The other one I use just for observation is SafePal. Not the Arculus. I forget what it's called, but I know the card piece. Yeah, they have the NFC card and stuff, and as well. Me, I'm a huge Ledger fan. I have 3 active ledgers, and then I have 2 more ledgers in boxes. I feel that they sort of went. Wait, the one with stacks, or which one are you talking about? I'll have to re-up on that. Yeah. I will say I have mad love for Ledger. I work with the Ledger dev team, and work with getting projects, Ledger access for integrations and stuff like that. So they're on top of it, and I get to eventually in this conversation, I get to talk about me, right? Oh man, no, it's the daily bite of Degen. So it's usually about what's going on the Degen side of things, and love seeing, welcome to everyone. I apologize if I'm not acknowledging you. For those that are coming in late, this is TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode 230. Tonight we're talking with Savvy DeFi. We're going to talk a little bit about the road to NYC, and Mobcoin, but also known as MobileCoin, and what happened with Bob for a second. Just as a reminder and as a memento to him. So my project came out of stealth 2 weeks ago with our first Twitter space. We've been building for about 10 months, and we're partnered in partnership with Ledger, fully self-funded, where NFTs can own other NFTs. That's a TLDR, and where it's hard-coded into the smart contract which NFT owns the new NFT. So rather than creating a new PFP project or anything else, we wanted to create more value for what you already own. So have your assets own other assets. That's yeah. What? Um. All right. So look, we bought a Bored Ape last November, and we did that because, and I'm going to explain it like you're 5.5. Not 5. But you have an NFT in your wallet. It has value based on its current trait groups. But what if that NFT also owned other assets? So the new asset, the new NFT that's minted, doesn't show a wallet address as the owner. It shows the which NFT is its owner. So one, it would create a more of a collection piece of assets, because as we work with more projects, there's different use cases for it. Let's say you have a cool cat, and as the tokenization of real estate continues to happen. Let's say your cool cat went to our Clopper bar and drank the house potion that mints an NFT that owns a house. Well, now that cool cat owns the house, not you, but the cool cat. And so it's hard coded into that house NFT contract who its owner is. Normally that's a wallet address. But now it is shown as the NFT. So that cool cat has the value of a cool cat, but it also has the value of owning a house as well. That's phase 3 of the roadmap. But yeah, that's the idea behind it.
That's pretty great. So you guys are still funded.
So when we're looking at the long term, we used partnered with A16Z's IP attorneys. So the idea is a long-term solution of looking at business to consumer and consumer to business, so that projects or the NFTs you already have are able to own things themselves. And so working with Certic and Ledger, A16Z, a couple other powerhouses as well. One of the big things is our home base is Station F in Paris, so that we are falling under MiCA, and that is the EU's regulation on blockchain. And so one of the things that happened with MiCA that's really cool is that projects have to deliver for at least the first year, from when they launched their white paper. And so we launched version 1, I think it was a month and a half ago. So we have to deliver on that piece. So there's some pieces on that we get to really sort of stand up to and be a showcase for. But one of the big things that we are doing with our first proof case, which is our story NFTs, and we're going to be launching on testnet first, so that people can learn about it, play with it, and we can make sure that Proxy SDK is integrated as well with Ledger. We want to sort of give a little bit, one, of anonymity to things, so that an NFT can own other assets, whether it's in-game items or something else crazy or something not thought of yet. But through our proof case, we are actually writing an EIP, Ethereum Improvement Protocol, to sort of help bring an upgrade to Ethereum as well. So right now it's only on ETH, but plan to expand to the entire EVM ecosystem, and then beyond.
EIP.
Yep. So basically, it is hard coding into a mintable item what owns it, and so that it doesn't have to be a wallet address. that's sort of where the EIP comes into play. Because right now, you go and mint something, it will show up as your wallet address as the owner. But part of what we're doing is we're dealing with a lot of proxy wallet stuff and delegated wallets because we want people to be able to feel safe. And so the idea with the EIP is creating a standard to where people can interact better with Web3, but not put their assets at risk. So yeah, the EIP is going to be for the hard coding of IP, intellectual property rights, into the next into other NFTs. So that and sort of what we want to call a Clopper indexing service, so that those trait groups are recognized by all marketplaces, not just the ones that we're going to be working with. Yeah.
Are you gonna make I guess like the master of the EP?
Well, obviously, player one taco.eth. I do have a lot of ENS. Dot lens. I love dot lens. I use it. I have a dot avax. I actually even have I was able to scoop up Red Bull dot avax. Pretty proud of that scoop up. Yeah. And I have a email notification set on for redbull.eth and a couple others. So yeah, I used to ENS it all the time. And what was hilarious is when I got the ENS airdrop, I sold it maybe like 4 or 5 days after I got it. And if I had held it for like 3 weeks, it would have been like 10x. Yeah.
Here's an example. Into the top 50. It's like doing right? We just put it like separate, basically. And then we came back to it like 4 years, next 12 months, basically, right? So
Yep.
to be first, 2017 to like April, there's some shit. 2021, came back to this wallet. Here's some stats, right? Those fucking so, but with 50 tokens. Great design, right? It's a big connect. I know that gets a lot of people that every time. Because you know, fucking big good.
Yeah.
It's great. So that's my knowledge design. But then you have something like Degen, for example. I have no financial picture. This is just simply what happened in history. And that $20 got appreciation of about 16,500%. Which turned the $20,000 somewhere in the sum of about 16K. Still, that is pretty crazy. Some other notable mentions that pretty crazy, like gains. This is theory of Bitcoin. You both had about 3,000% return in that time frame.
Okay.
As well as XRP and Stellar, which actually does in that time frame. I'm not talking about in perpetuity or forever, but in that time frame. It goes 3 years. XRP and Stellar actually did better than Bitcoin and ETH, not by like a ridiculous margin. It's probably about 100% difference, but and you heard about a 30x return across the board because obviously some were in single digits, some were negative, some went completely to zero, some had some stratospheric returns, but that was like those five those. The rest were just basically big. But long story short, $1,000 turned into $32,000 over 4 years. Fucking zero strategy.
Nice.
And the thing I'm saying about this is that you never know when things will either like grow or crash and fall, right? And any team person that tells me otherwise is lying to you. Like, this market is entirely driven by sentiment and
Memes.
but
It's
memes.
look. I posted a meme today about one of the projects that I'm in that is up. I will say it's up like 400% this in the last 3 weeks. So I'm happy with that. But heck, I went and made a meme on that because it's just like, yeah, it's fun. But and I think it got like 3 likes, so it totally moved the market. But yeah, memes move the market. I remember Santa Floki. People thought that was going to be big, and then the team was saying Christmas. Don't worry, Christmas is when, and so everyone thought that Christmas was when it was going to get dumped, when like they were just going to run. So everyone started exiting and everything like that. And I will be honest, I scooped up a little bit more, and then came Christmas Day. What did Elon do? He posted a picture of his dog Floki wearing a Santa hat and said, Santa Floki. 4,000x later. Yay.
So I've had a personal discussion with some people today about this. Should be asking things.
Yeah. I have seen that, and I don't know. I think, an April Fool's joke for the entire month of April. He's just having fun. But, it might be one of those things where it might be coming in as like karma tokens or something like that. Who knows? I haven't even seen where Doge is at right now. Last I saw it was like at like 9 cents. And I was like, oh, that's amazing.
People that take Doge a lot of shit, right? Because, me.
Yeah.
For that matter, Shiba.
Yeah.
And for the record, I won't either today. But I have some. And I actually know Shiba as a really good fun game. But, most people think of these as shitcoins, right?
Yeah.
Whereas people are and I actually can argue that they're not. And if they were, at some point, they've graduated past that to an actual cryptocurrency. And here's my passionate reason for why Doge happens to be that now. Well, for one, it has a lot of lasting power, right? So like any currency that typically does well, for example,
Yeah.
to have a severe rate of adoption, right? And not necessarily use. Obviously, you want it to be used, because otherwise it doesn't have much purpose. But in this case of Doge, there's a lot of holders, right? Like a lot of.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So it is, in my mind, getting that check mark up. Like, okay, people are adopting it, right? People are adopting it in the sense that they're holding it, they're exposed to it, they're volatility exposure, whatever, right? So in that sense, they are adopting it. They may not be transacting with it because there may not be too many places that can accept it yet or whatever, but that's not really the point here. So now that's number one, right? Number two, Doge has a very predictable inflationary mechanism that allows you to measure inflation very accurately. So if Doge was to be some sort of standard for anything, it would actually have a very accurate and a very controlled inflation. Something that US dollar, the world's greatest, most powerful currency, cannot fucking manage. And Doge is doing that effectively via code.
Yep.
Right now, you should definitely look into that. Actually, Doge has very programmed inflation. So realistically speaking, it's de facto behaving as a better version of the dollar.
Yeah.
It has actually quite a bit of security behind it with consensus and everything. It's very secure and are different. So as a currency, I don't see it being like in a position where it can be used in an attack. Right? And that's basically the three reasons why I think that in Shiva's case, these motherfuckers beat their goddamn blocking.
Yep.
At that point, you're realizing because now people are like using your token for gas, and that's your utility. People are building on Shiva.
Leash. Yeah. So I actually got to meet some of the Shiv Army at South by, and they were showcasing the Shiv metaverse. No, it was pretty good. Yeah, that was fun. No, and I will say this. I will agree with you that 100% that Doge and Shib have graduated from the shitcoin Hall of Fame. I was actually talking about it. I think it was this morning or it might have been yesterday about Dogebeg, one of the really, really old Reddit chains, for Doge, where we used to hand Doge out to each other for basically nothing. And this is a story. I think you've heard it a few times, Roman, because I repeat it because this is 100% agrees with you on. No one knows where anything is going to go. The idea behind Doge was it was just a money printer to make fun of the U.S. dollar, and that it wasn't supposed to really be anything. It was just supposed to be fun. I got a 3 billion Doge tip for helping a guy change his accessibility features in Microsoft Teams. I then did the same thing with that 3 billion Doge that was done for me. I freaking sent it on and gave it away to people as well. I remember I gave one guy 1 million Doge for a really funny meme. So, if he held on to it, then yay. But I can't say it's a bad thing. It's made people money that believed in it. And it's another one of those proof cases where you just never know. And so now everyone just collects everything and they don't really transact with it, which is what tokens were supposed to be meant for. They just work to accrue them, and they hope that as soon as they turn any profit, they just dump it. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's because the space is small.
Yeah.
But that matter, I don't necessarily think we should have like 800 different currencies to transact with. That seems hard to manage.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was a Redditor like pretty heavy, like 2016, 2017 days, and people were taking Dogen and Banana.
Banano. I love Banano. Yeah.
I forgot about that, like crypto and Banano actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, it was pretty fun. And, people were just sending Doge to each other on Reddit.
Yeah. It's like I made this really cool picture. I can make a cool picture for you. Send me what you want. That was the stuff that was being done. It was there was work put behind it. Behind those trades and stuff like that. Even some of the stories that people would like put like huge amount of effort into making this huge story of why they needed Doge for something. And then you'd be like, I just want to send you some Doge because you went into so much effort making this story up. I'm surprised your car didn't get hit by the meteor that hit your house either. So, yeah. I don't know.
Someone like, so the tip to a writing prompt. So there was like this subreddit called writing prompts.
Yeah.
Where people that want to be writers and shit. So I forget what it was, something about like writing prompts. It's a real story about dragging a girl or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was crying, like starting to make. So I sent them like I sent them like 10,000 dollars. Like it was worth nothing.
Yeah.
And at one point I had a lot of them just because like the it was worth like so people were just sending each other millions of thousands, millions of dollars. Just
Yep.
yeah, so
It was
great.
and so like speaking of Doge in those days, that sort of got me like what was one of the made me think of Zen, and getting into Zen. And I know you have begged the hell out of me a few times about Zen. Zen got an article written by CoinGecko today, actually. CoinGecko posted it up on their Twitter feed.
That's great.
Yeah. So Zen's fucked up a couple networks when they've launched their NFTs because the networks that say they're scalable couldn't handle the load of the amount of users and batch minting that was going on. It's sort of hilarious. We shot Polygon way up from like 150 all the way up to like 3,500. So it was because it was batch minting wallets into an NFT that was taking up so much block size. So, yeah. But yeah, no, it's been sort of cool to watch it grow and then see the community make different protocols off of it. So burning Zen to create new tokens, and now there's a new meme coin, like Exelon Zen or something like that. Exelon Zen, that's the meme coin. So you have to burn like the real money tokens as Zen to get like DB Zen, and then you have to burn DB Zen to get a meme coin. That's sort of hilarious. But I like seeing that stuff go. But it has been amazing to sort of watch that go. So it's one of those things you never know. And as you were talking about traders earlier, we're using crypto's 24/7, yet we're using trading tools that were built for a market that is open 5 days a week, closed on the holidays, and 9:30 to 4:30. So
The infrastructure and crypto is great. Like there's so much opportunity to be had in terms of creating infrastructure in general. Like starting, the reason why the main name services like exist is because right now majority of the cryptoverse is blockchain. There's a NFT with blockchain. The same way that's how it interact with the internet. Decided to take the vanilla route and the actual address, not the answer to Google. You just type in Google background today, right?
Yep.
Zero address, basically fucking IP address for the website. So this is not even at the obfuscation state where it's just easy to read about instead of being able to remember 60 digit.
Yeah. Well, and you have naming services that work to bring security back to that a little bit and help out. Even you can go as big, I got to hang out again in Miami with Sandy Carter from Unstoppable Domains, you know. But I did see, and I'm not even gonna say his name because I know I was butchering it when I said it. But he wrote a new EIP for Web3 domains. For so instead of the normal HTTPS, but it being a Web3 followed by a URL for people to be able to decentralize their websites. But data is still a huge part of blockchain that hasn't a solution hasn't been made yet.
Data storage. That's clouds. There's still so much stuff that has to be done.
Yeah. Yeah, DIDs are, and so okay. Here's a good use case for Clopper with DIDs. So you have your ID, you know, but now you get a certificate that is minted to that ID. Boom. So now it shows that certificate is owned by that ID. You get a college degree and it's owned by your DID. Circled it back to Clopper, like a Degen does.
Yeah, I wanted to ask on that earlier, so you throwing it now. Is that kind of like account abstraction, which is like the all them right now, just on the NFT side?
It is a little bit. We've been looking at account abstraction. The idea behind it is the proof of ownership, and so we're working on a beacon. I want to call it a beacon reverse relay. So almost like just another indexer that people can pull from to showcase, so that there's some pieces in there that our tech guys are really been working on, but we've been working on it for about 10 months now. But yes, you are right on that.
Yeah, that sounds super dope, especially when you put it in the perspective of a DID. Because I feel like everybody's going to go that way. For me, myself, I'm a Fedora validator. So I've been waiting and anticipating all of the CK tech that's going to start rolling out this year and over the next few years. And we just launched DID a couple months back. So it's there and it's being built, and it's just not to the point of being fully utilized yet, or it's not embedded throughout the networks for people to accept it. Once it is, I think that's going to be huge.
Yeah, no, and there's so many layers to KYC. People, I had to go into the MasterCard building the other day. Well, no, it was in January. I went to the MasterCard building for a talk with Blue Dow, and the funny piece of proving, because MasterCard on their guest list had Player One Taco. So going about the process of proving that I was Player One Taco was quite hilarious, because when I gave them my name, they're like, "That's not going to be on the list, sir." And I was like, "Just look at last name as .eth," and that was sort of fun to do. But the other parts of DID, KYDs as well. Know your devs. Project, certificates of completions for projects, owned by an ID, so that there's talk of a lot of those IDs being soul bound. So even if someone gets their wallet slipped, that won't leave. And so if those certificates are hard coded that a DID owns it, you could that sort of really locks those stuff into play.
Yeah, that's sick. That's kind of crazy, actually, because like you're saying, if somebody did experience a wallet drain, someone could steal all of their shit, and it's still technically owned by the ownership NFT or the DID. I don't know how you would get it back, but that's still kind of crazy for just tracing and ownership and usage purposes because they won't be able to properly utilize any of the stuff that they've gotten their hands on.
Yeah. Well, and with like a soul-bound DID, you know, if minus someone getting your secret recovery phrase, your 12 to 24 plus words, you know, if you just click on a bad link that drains your wallet of everything, the DID will stay there. It can't move. There's talks of like DID protocols putting into place almost like a marketplace to where you have to go in, you have to prove that that ID is yours and that you need to move it to a different wallet for whatever reason. And it burns the original DID sometimes, or it pulls it back to the marketplace and then reissues it or resends it to the new wallet. So there's some cool stuff along those lines there. Ton of potential. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those are the pieces that are going to start helping this look more like real world use cases. Like everybody's got their debit card, their bank account, their driver's license, their passport, their birth certificate, like all those different super important pieces of paper or whatever have you that kind of are necessary for life to function around you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to take a cigarette, you need your ID and your debit card and your money and your identification. And being able to have those in a decentralized manner, as long as it can communicate or you can use it cross-chain, or like there, it's like good everywhere. And yeah, that's going to be the next wave that actually gets us to the place where we can function with these things, with the RWAs, with the real world assets, launch those into our universes, and then still have our funds and ownership respected in the real world. Like, one day you're actually going to be able to say, oh, look, I own a Bored Ape, so use that as part of evaluating my net worth when I go to buy a house or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. There's just a ton. There's a ton of things that can be used on that. On-chain credit analysis is one of them. I know Kilt in Polkadot is doing some cool stuff there. And there's a couple of things being done, not only with like on-chain analysis for credit worthiness, but on-chain analysis for proof of human. So based off of like wallet transactions and participations and like POAP collections and stuff like that, that I sort of just got to learn about what Lens is building out at NFT Miami from Favor, the founder of Favor, Jonathan. He sort of gave me the down low on what they're building out there and what they're coming up with next. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so like I said, I'll be traveling to next week. But yeah, there be a couple of different projects. But like it'll be in New York for NFT NYC. We sync up with the team, spend some happy hours and some DeFi parties in New York.
You know I'm all about the DeFi, and you know I'm all about the party.
Good.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm really happy to see what Savvy's doing. And for those that are coming in late, we're not going to repeat the alpha. You're going to have to go to Savvy's community call on Friday, right, Roman?
Yes, sir.
Or if you want, you could be a really big Degen and listen to the recorded space again.
It does that.
You would be surprised by my analytics. A lot of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never really looked into it past the town hall itself that we have every Friday. Like I see the amount of people listen, but like kind of go deeper than that. What kind of analytics are you seeing on your podcast?
I'm getting a lot of re-listens, and if you look at your analytics, you'll occasionally see that there's maybe one or two listeners to the recorded, and that is usually me. So that's sort of how I work to keep abreast of savvy things.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for following us. We're happy to do anything.
Always. What? Roman, you totally rugged out there. What did you say, sir?
I was just going to say, put on your seatbelt.
Oh, that was not my seatbelt. That was my door is open. Because I have just driven a whole lot of miles and now need to fill up on gas. And so I'm literally running a Twitter space and a YouTube channel and wherever else I'm streaming to while pumping gas. So we get to pump gas together as we travel the US. So
There's at every gas station.
yes, there may be a clopper sticker and a PP sticker at every single gas station I stop at. So, not yet because I just actually got out of the car. When it's pumping is when I do that, and I usually hit all the pumps. Oh man, the guerrilla marketing is so fun, and the analytics from it are amazing. So I do a little bit of over the top stuff, handed out, and I found that if I do stuff in excess, people think that it's supposed to be there. I still think only my NFT on my backpack. But I have been competition for different various amounts, doing various different things. So I think it's might be a lot of like side effects, stuff like that. So like going to that, you show an NFT on your backpack, and I'd be like, I always show the NFT in my wallet on my backpack. They're like, oh, well, I can fix that. So the more NFTs I get, that way I actually get to join communities and have a pretty fun time doing that. So rather than me going in and being a trader and flipper, sort of airdropping community members, I think, is one of the biggest ways of building a community. So I don't know, it's sort of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
But and that's how, like, I think a lot of communities get built that way, so that it's really interesting. When you're bringing in community members without really knowing um, anything about them, but you're bringing them on to um, see what there's really not a loss, I think, because you're teaching someone new about a community, and it's a chance for them to interact with it as well.
Yeah, totally. And for what it's worth, I think being to use someone like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I'm just talking nonsense, man. It's late night, we're having fun. Like 3 shades past tired.
That means it sounds like you need another Red Bull, sir.
No Red Bulls this year.
Why not?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I have to go put in some trades before I go to sleep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have like an early morning to get up, kind of start traveling. But hey, everyone here, you guys should go check out our testnet and our Discord, and that's available in our handle.
It is, and it's pretty fun. If you guys are not already following Savvy, follow Savvy. And I'm gonna make. Are you guys still doing oats?
We are, yeah.
Can you make a TacoBytes oats for me?
Absolutely. Do me a favor, just hop into the Discord, take it in, and we take care of it.
All right. That way, for those that come or listen, we can hand out NFTs because I love giving out NFTs. So, all right, awesome. Wait, you mean I have to go to Discord? I hate Discord. Roman, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna get done, sir.
Okay, like, the reason why I say that is not his statistics. One, I'm not totally blown out of the symptoms.
Okay.
But two, this is so two, it helps us keep track of people's requests. And that is easier than me trying to work on something at the end of the day. So, like, if you actually want it done, instead of like, yeah, I'm forgetting, you have a system.
All right, I will do that. I will go find the Savvy Discord amongst the 100, 200 other Discord groups I'm part of. And
yeah, that sounds like you just need to reduce your number.
I would, and I might burn some Discord groups like on live and stuff like that on like a live stream, and like just be like, hey, and just be like an airport announce my departure. But I have had to shave that down so many times. It's not even funny because everyone's like, join our Discord group. And I'm like, why can't you go back to the old days of having just a Telegram group? Speaking of Discord groups, for those that have not done it yet, if you have been part of any Discord group that has used Collabland, go to Collabland and collect your 10 Collabland tokens to be part of the Collabland DAO. Boom. Another airdrop for you.
And so, by the way, we actually just created a section in our Discord.
Yes. All right.
So, I guess your reason to be just
All right, fine. I found a site the other day where I can just put my wallet address in and it will see what airdrops I'm eligible for.
yeah, really.
Okay, I will. I will find that again, and I will send that to you. So it's fun. But as always with all airdrops, I remind people, please be safe, be careful, use a proxy wallet or a delegated wallet to actually interact with airdrops. That way you have the on-chain analytics from your wallet, but you're not putting anything at risk. That is a really big suggestion. I also use the Join Fire, so _ Join Fire wallet extension on desktop. It will actually tell you what's going out of your wallet and what's coming into your wallet, and sort of what everything that you sign is supposed to be doing. But like everything, it is not a 100% guarantee. So still use safety and bookmark pages. So please be safe. But Roman, I want to thank you for coming and hanging out for so long, and talking about Savvy and man, that was some good alpha that you gave out earlier. I don't even know. I want to talk about some of the other protocols that we were talking about earlier, but I can't because I want them to all go to the thing on Friday, the community call on Friday. It's such a grail.
For the most part, spaces right now, I see a lot of like disappearing today, and so it's just like my came back, because of whatever it's like. But I do love like spaces that are more near to us, just like having conversations about crypto, conversations about DeFi and stuff like that. So I do a good job of that space. So thank you for the idea.
Hey, definitely. Thanks for coming. You're on speed dial whenever you need anything. So we're going to close down TacoBytes. We want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We've been going for a while. And as we end every single TacoBytes, we're going to put you on the spot, Roman. 10 seconds, words of wisdom.
Never click on a link. Always go like a fucking cap, like everything for a token. Call your mom and tell her,
Yeah.
it's crypto's an interesting space, so
Yeah.
be careful. But this is where things can really change for people. So why we know.
Yep. This is why we build. And the world is crazy and falling apart around us. We know that there is some solidity in blockchain. And so, there's a ton of assets out there for education. Please, learn about, if you have any questions. Roman is a great person to reach out to. Please annoy the heck out of him and send him pictures of your left toe. I hear he really likes that for some weird reason. So please fill up his inbox with left toe pictures. And as always, I close out with my words of wisdom. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning that if you are looking for an opportunity, no one will know that unless you say something. And unless you're ready for opportunity, you'll never be ready for it when it comes. And with that, we end with the best joke on the face of the planet. Roman, are you ready for this? All right, I need your help for this joke. Knock, knock.
Who's that?
And that is how we end episode 230. And we want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a great night, and we will see you on the flip side.